Here's how you make money without a job. In this digital age, there are more and more freelancers jumping onto internet to make money here, and most of them are without a regular job. Their only job is to do freelancing work online, and here is what you can do. Number 1. Sell or resell used tech on Craigslist. The market for used electronics is vast. You can use Craigslist to part ways with your old iPhone or your MacBook. You can grab a premium for these types of electronics. Some people even flip items by buying them and reselling them. You could also use a website like Resell to sell your used phones, no matter what kind you have. Companies like that have made an entire business model out of buying used phones and refurbishing them. Either way, you can expect to get a fair bit of money relatively quickly if you have these items laying around your house. Number 2. Babysitting with care.com. You can easily do some babysitting when you need to make a few bucks quickly. Parents everywhere are always in need of babysitting and nanny services. Websites like care.com connect parents with babysitters. The company does all the background checking and other due diligence to put parents' minds at ease. Of course, you can appeal directly to people in your personal network, but if you're looking to generate recurring revenue, sign up with a site marketing to parents looking for childcare services. However, I will give you some tips on babysitting. Get the parents' and child's information. When you arrive on site for the job, start by getting all the information about the parents' whereabouts for when they leave. Write down their full names and phone numbers, the address of their destination, and their estimated time of arrival back at the house, and an emergency contact. Also take down any information on the child, such as allergies, or other health information. This list will need to be longer and more detailed for longer time periods. Have the parents show you the location of first aid supplies and medications. Get a list of medications that each child may need to take, or is able to take in case of injury or illness, such as Tylenol for growing pains or a headache. Write down the children's schedule. Most families have a general, or sometimes more specific, timetable of events in a child's day. This typically includes meal times, the times for certain chores or homework periods, and bedtime. Getting this written down in advance will mean that the child, if they're older, won't be able to pull the wool over your eyes once their parents are gone. Before going on, if you feel that I have given you some value, please help me by smashing the like button, subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell, so you will be updated when I upload new videos like this. After this is done, you will need to find out what activities are allowed. Each household you work in will be slightly different, and it is important to find out what activities are allowed in each. Ask about television, video game, or computer time. These rules may vary from child to child in the same household depending on age, so be sure to specify. Assume you are not allowed to take photos or video or the children. Ask if you are allowed to take or post pictures of videos of the children if you have a valid reason for doing this. Find out what you're allowed to do when the children are sleeping, if applicable. For instance, you may want to ask if you can use social media, watch TV, or, on rare occasions, have friends over. Well, if you don't like babies, try out number 3. Pet sitting. First of all, this is a job of taking care of someone else's pets. A pet sitter generally make $10 to $25 per hour. As pet owners treat their pets like their own baby, they are willing to spend on people who are serious in pet sitting. For overnight pet sitting, you can make $37 to $50 just by looking after their pets. How cool is that? Furthermore, if you have other freelancing job which just need your laptop and Wi-Fi, pet sitting is something you can do to make extra income. If you have a certificate in veterinary, you will make more than this as well. However, if you are serious in pet sitting, do remember that last-minute calls are a real thing. Pet sitters get a ton of last-minute calls and people changing their scheduled visits, as people always have impromptu errands to run. In the Pet Sitter's Handbook, author Jerry Lavery has her own solution. Say if they call last minute, providing I am able to accommodate their request. What I do is charge a late booking fee of $25. This hasn't been that big of a problem for most pet sitters, as they make extra income by late night calls. Number 4 on the list is to become a personal trainer. If you are into exercising and fitness, this is the thing for you. If you like to exercise but do not have any idea if that is the correct procedure, you can always look up to YouTube for training videos and the techniques, etc. It's free. People pay good money for personal trainers, if only to have someone keep them on track towards their goals. You can add value while also helping yourself financially. This could also break off into nutrition and assisting people with meal plans and so on. You could solicit clients in your local gym, but depending on where you live, you might need some certification to do this, not to mention the gym's approval. You could also use a site like fitnesstrainer.com to advertise your services. Fitness trainers make around $25 to $100 an hour. It depends on your experience, etc. However, if you're just starting out, you could go slightly lower rate, so you can get more business. A lot of people just want a fitness trainer to guide them and make sure they are consistent in their exercises, etc. So don't overthink and go for it if you are into fitness. Well, I hear some of you might say you are not into fitness. Another area you can go into is tutoring. Parents are always willing to invest in their children's future. If you have a great deal of knowledge in subjects such as math, science, or computers, you could tutor for cash. Both Indeed.com and Care.com offer opportunities for tutoring local students. You could opt for either of these platforms or simply find your clients through your personal network or social media. In this digital age, you can run Facebook ads or Google ads to find clients who wish to sign up tutoring for their child. This is a huge market, as what I meant by tutoring is not just academy terms. If you have knowledge in playing piano or guitar or any instruments, you can literally train or tutor people in these areas. Don't ever think of saturation as year by year. There will be children reaching a specific age for learning music, sports, or academy. Being a tutor, you generally make $25 per hour onwards. Depends on your experience, etc. You can just take in clients according to your own schedule as well. This is definitely one area you can try out. Number 5 on our list will be renting out your spare room or even space in Airbnb. Airbnb can be a terrific platform for renting out a spare room. You can make some good money, especially if you live in a tourist destination. If you don't mind the neighbors, then this is definitely an option. Depends on your location and apartment. You can make up to $400 per night just by renting your apartment. However, there are other sites you can use and to compare when renting your apartment. Examples like tripping.com, Flipkey, etc. One thing to take note on is to have your own rules and regulation when renting your apartment. You can list out rules like no cooking or no pets allowed, etc., as you don't want people to make a mess out of your apartment when they leave. These are the 5 tips on making money without a job. Most of these can be done even if you don't really have a particular skill in an area. Hope this is useful to you. If you like my video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below. Thank you.